Well, I guess this is kind of an update video, and I think we've been due a couple of update videos recently, but I will start with this one because I do have a couple more update videos which are going to be coming out very, very soon, kind of relating to my film slash cinematic content, and one related to the channel. So them two are coming out very, very soon. Just got to put them together and release them probably in the next couple of weeks. So you can expect 2 brand new update videos coming then as well. But for this one is slightly different because today I'm going to be addressing the kind of inconsistencies with the uploads on this channel recently. And there is a couple of reasons as for why there has been a couple of inconsistencies, and for example, I went like 5 days without uploading for one of the weeks, or 2, I think 2 separate occasions, and there is some direct reasons as for why that is happening, and I'm going to explain them in today's video. And that's kind of what this whole video is about, really, because just me being transparent with you guys as the audience as for why there's been a couple of little upload gaps and things like that, because I've been kind of on a pretty decent grind with the content. I was releasing weekly big videos every single week, and there is an announcement about that coming at the end of this video, so yeah, stay tuned until the end of this video because I'm going to be putting out a set in stone announcement on videos, schedules, etc. in this video. So first of all, I had a couple of different things going on. So one of them is a project which I have now completed and which is now available for you all to watch. And another one is another sort of side project I was sort of going into and potentially going to work into, but something which did unfortunately fall through. But I think it personally actually is a bit more of a fortunate thing, and I will explain in this video why it again is a bit more of a fortunate thing. But let's get straight to the point. So I had a couple of upload delays, and this was essentially because I literally did not have the time to upload the videos at the volume that I wanted to. And I was previously on a very, very good streak of weekly videos, weekly reaction videos, and pretty much almost daily content. And this sort of stopped around about the time leading up to the 3-part documentary series which I have now released. And I'm going to sort of explain a little bit about that documentary series in a bit. But what I think a lot more people will be interested in is this other project that I was going to go into. And this other project was going to be live streaming. I had a bit of an idea of what I wanted to do and was thinking of joining a community of multiple channels that live stream run by a very, very well-known YouTuber, Keemstar. And we were about, what would I say, probably like a couple of days away from securing some kind of a deal with that entire thing. And I actually appeared on a couple of different of his shows, which, if you guys don't know, he runs a network of essentially a bunch of different shows, and I sort of went around, sort of picked shows that I thought would sort of, yeah, ones that I could relate to, or ones that I sort of knew people in that sort of show community and stuff like that, so that I could kind of work with. So I went on one show and I did a couple of different, a couple of appearances on that show, and then essentially what happened is they recast the entire show. So they took all of the hosts off of that show and then basically recast new hosts. So the entire dynamic of the entire show shifted. So I thought, okay, let's go on to something else. Let's try another show. Let's give it a shot. So I made a couple of appearances on a second show, and then basically I was sort of in the works with essentially planning to bring some ideas to the table for sort of more challenge-based streams, but it didn't really fit in properly with the type of streams that all of these different channels were doing. And obviously, with it being run by somebody called, with it being run by somebody like Keemstar, it sort of surrounded itself a little bit more with the drama aspect of YouTube, which, I mean, I'm all for, like, cool drama. Drama's kind of fun to listen to, but it gets to a point where there's too much going on, and there's too much drama. It feels very, very forced drama as well, like, and it just gets to that point where it's like, if I was to stream daily, like every single day, and be involved in multiple pieces of drama and issues and beefs with other creators, which have been sort of manufactured out of nothing, essentially, then I basically just came to the conclusion that not even last minute really, because I didn't have like a consolidated date that I was gonna fully start doing this from, but basically I got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and think, you know, is this really for me? And I came to the conclusion that this kind of content wasn't for me. I'd rather do something more fun, like challenges or pranks, or the content that I was originally doing on this channel weekly. And unfortunately, planning and coming up with ideas and pitches to bring to people and loads and loads of different things, that did consume a lot of time, and unfortunately that did cause, or was part of the reason that caused the 2 big gaps in the uploads. And I say big gaps, they are 5 days, but 5 days without uploading for me is a big deal, because I upload pretty much daily at this point anyway. So yeah, that is definitely one reason and one thing that's sort of been going on recently. So that is kind of the first thing. The second thing is just, quite frankly, I'm trying to shift a couple of different content types, and I know it's coming through slowly, but I'm slowly trying to phase my way out of like review content and doing like reviews of different clothing brands and things like that. And I'm trying to phase myself more into that sort of challenge and prank content, with like the Reaction Wednesdays, which I had planned, and also just extra little videos, maybe even doing like a couple of different new little weekly series on my channel. That is definitely a possibility there, but I need to phase out the old content first. And with the review style of content, I did it for longevity. I did it for longevity, essentially, where I basically bought a load of stuff in advance, and the reviews are literally just stood here pending right now. So it's going to take a good couple of months to get all of these reviews edited, uploaded, filmed, etc., and get them properly pushed out to you guys. So that is the reason for why I'm really pushing a lot of review content. I'm trying to get at least a couple of them out every week. At least one a week, but I try to get a couple out if I possibly can do. And that's why you've been seeing a lot of that content recently, and why there has been a little bit of gaps. And then the third reason, which is probably another big reason, like that last one wasn't a particularly massive reason for it, but the third reason is kind of a hand in hand with the first reason, in terms of the Jake Paul documentary series. And that series was something that I went into thinking it was going to be a very, very quick process. Turned out it wasn't going to be a quick process at all. Turned out it's going to take way more weeks and even months more than what I actually anticipated it was going to take. I thought this was going to be something that I could just bang, 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 get 3 of these up and upload 1 every single week, and that obviously wasn't the case with that. The first episode went out as planned, and that took a little bit longer than usual, but then I had to order stuff in for the second and the third episode, and obviously when you're ordering things in, there's delays, there's so many things, and then I had all of the other stuff going on with the streaming sort of stuff, and all of it sort of merged together and caused a massive, massive delay in content. So that is essentially the reason why I haven't been uploading consistently as I would like to, and I'd like to formally announce in this video that we are back to what we were going to be doing beforehand, which was the weekly challenge or prank videos every single week. Every single Friday or Saturday, we're going to be releasing brand new challenge or prank videos again. We're going to get back into this. I pre-recorded a bunch of videos for that as well, so I can properly beef these up and stack these up so that you are guaranteed a brand new video every single week. We're bringing it back, and we're doing it in style. This isn't like another reboot or anything like that. We're just continuing on from what we're doing, but we're properly bringing this back because, well, we need to, because I just found it a lot more fun making these kinds of videos and enjoying these like video of the week type videos, and having a proper big upload day on a Friday or a Saturday. It was really, really fun, and I enjoyed that a lot more as well. Returning with these will be the weekly reaction videos every single Wednesday, so stay tuned for them Reaction Wednesday videos, because I'm going to be basically producing a load of them as well, so that we can have a weekly reaction video as well. So that leaves the other days, and the other days are kind of just mixed and up for grabs at the moment. Monday is going to be just a mixed day for anything. Tuesday is actually going to be a Doctor Who day, so every single Tuesday we're going to be dropping brand new Doctor Who videos, and that is something that we have now concreted straight into the full schedule, so that is going to be a permanent place now. So Doctor Who day is Tuesday. I'm also thinking about doing a second Doctor Who day on a Thursday as well, so that you guys get the 2 a week Doctor Who videos, but that just depends on how well the next big block of Doctor Who videos ends up doing. If it ends up doing well and I'm happy with the viewership and the interaction and support from the fans and people who enjoy them kinds of videos, then I'm more than happy to grind out 2 every single week on 2 separate days. So yeah, that is the main part of the week all sorted. Friday and Saturday are taken up for the main videos. Whatever happens on the... So yeah, basically if we have a main video on the Friday, then Saturday will usually be a trailer or a movie or some sort of film-related content. And if the big video comes out on the Saturday, then sometimes we may upload a Friday extra video, but it's not guaranteed. But I will try and fill the Friday slot as well as I possibly can do, and then Saturday is as usual, and then Sunday is I like to keep it as a bit of a gap day. If I have any extra uploads, I will upload them on a Sunday, but for the most part, I will try and get shorts back into the run of things as well, because that's another thing I do want to return to. I want to return to posting as many shorts as I can do throughout the week, having like a daily short schedule, and having like basically like four or 5 days out of the week being days where I upload shorts as well as the longer form content. as well. So that is basically the big plan for everything content wise on this channel. Now, I do actually have a little interesting fun fact as well, because although the streaming idea didn't go through as particularly well as I wanted it to, and ultimately resulted in me backing out of that entire thing and just really stepping back from that whole thing and deciding that I want to really just delve into doing my own thing. Again, that is no disrespect to anybody in that entire community, hosts, whatever, because again, especially but anybody like Keemstar, etc., that is obviously no disrespect to any of them, because again, if drama works very, very well, drama gets views on YouTube, and of course I understand being a content creator myself. If you want to do that, then of course go ahead and do that. That's completely his own thing, and me not wanting to be a part of this does obviously not reflect on the community as a whole. I just wanted to do something different and go down a different lane, so decided to do so before actually getting into some sort of committed daily routine of appearing on shows, etc, etc. So that is kind of the whole thing. But that aside, I do have an exciting announcement which is not yet confirmed, but is coming very, very soon to this channel. We have a piece of content which I'm currently working on getting confirmed. It is basically is confirmed at this point, but we just need a release date for it, which will be communicated to you guys as soon as possible. You'll see some form of promotion coming out in the next couple of months for that specific piece of content. And also a little fun fact is that piece of content will be a collaboration with another creator, and that is something that I've been excited to do for a long while, and something that I wanted to really pick carefully who I wanted to collaborate with. Again, you know exactly what happened with that whole streaming idea and the streaming deal, which just fell through, and I pulled out of it because I just, again, wanted to go down a different route. This idea right here feels a lot more like my kind of thing, and something that is new to the channel, but also just feels like something I'm a lot more comfortable, and something that I'm going to enjoy doing a lot more so. And we are actually going to have a little chat with the creators who we're working on with this additional project, in potentially doing some more stuff in the future. But that is obviously not in any way consolidated. We're not even in the talking stages of doing that yet. But it's definitely nice to have an idea or ideas of what could happen in the future of this channel, and just plans to be able to make things happen and really bring the channel forward. So yeah, that's basically it for this whole little update video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I hope you guys are a little more updated on what is going on the channel. As I said, I'm going to be doing 2 big update videos very soon. I'm going to be doing one on the films and series and cinematic content on this channel, because I got a couple of updates for some things and projects coming out this year. And then I also have a second video about some extra stuff to do with this channel, specifically for this year. So we have a couple of big announcements / update videos coming very soon in the coming weeks. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications, and smash a like on this video if you want more content, and if you enjoy these kind of videos, or just enjoy any of my videos at all, whether that be Doctor Who, whether that be films, whether that be challenge videos, whether that be prank videos, whether that be reaction videos, whatever you enjoy most, smash a like on this video to show your support. And yeah, that is basically the end of this video, so thanks for watching. Comment, like and subscribe as usual, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
Gonna let it burn